All right, guys, I said I'm gonna make a review video on the splitter. So here we go. Here's the things that I do, things that I don't, and the things that I would change about the splitter. I looked over the machines, and this was the most affordable machine at the price point for what you get. So that's the log lift, the cycle time. It's got an 8-second cycle time. Everything that it has is comparable to the other commercial machines that I looked at. So in this class of a splitter, this was the most affordable one. It has the 4-way wedge. It's self-adjustable. Doesn't come with a hydraulic lift, but that's no big deal as long as you keep that thing lubed. Sometimes it'll get sticky, but you just put some WD-40, liquid wrench oil, grease, whatever, and it goes up and down really easy. Log lift, to me, it works great. I like it. I love it. It's a lot faster than processing with the MTD. The pressure on the machine is fixed at 2,000 PSI. So some of the real big gnarly stuff, it'll get stuck on the wedge. So especially when it's up 4 ways, you got to make sure you split that gnarly stuff down, you know, into quarters, single way. So lower it down, there's your single wedge. When you get stuck, this is the tool I use to get it unstuck. It's a pain in the butt. Sometimes you got to lift that thing up and then bang it down or beat it out. So it's not as easy as getting something unstuck as that one, the MTD over there, because you can just lift it up and it hits the pawls or whatever you want to call them, and it knocks it right off. The pusher right here, you can see it sits in the bottom of the trough. It's a long pusher. So, and the pusher doesn't have any grabbers on it. And I think that would help here too. Because sometimes if the wood is wet, if you're wet like you're working after it rained or after it snowed, the wood will start to go in, and if it's not cut perfectly level, perfectly at 90, it'll start to pop up and move and do weird things. So I think one added, or maybe 3, you know, 1, 2, 3 going down the center, just to hold that wood a little bit better, to keep it steady. With the trough design, you don't want wood that's bigger than the trough, just doesn't work. So we're gonna fire it up. We're gonna split some wood so you can see what it's doing. Put the key in it, turn it on. Hopefully it's still got fuel from last time. Fuel is on. There's your clutch. Turn your throttle up a little bit so she starts. See the pusher? That's the pusher. Like I said, I wish it had a couple little things there to hold the wood. Holds it back. Log lift up and down. You have your pressure adjustment right there. And that gives you the speed you want on the lift. So let me get the camera set up over here, and we'll load it up and we'll start splitting. So you can see we're just cruising along, splitting. Kind of speed it up right here. You can still see the machine can do, but just fast forward to kind of get through it a little bit faster. So in this next part, you're going to see that the wood gets stuck. Try to bump it a couple times to get it through, but it just won't go. It's kind of where the tree starts to split. You can see that it's just where the tree starts to open up. So get them all, give it a couple whacks to back it up off the wedge, and knock it down to single way. Hit it again, it goes right through. Tell Seth, I think right after this, I tell him to bump it up back to 4-way. We split this one single. Tell him right there to bump it up. Back to 4-way splitting. All right, so another good thing about it is it comes with a 1-year commercial warranty and a 3-year homeowner warranty, I believe. So anything that happens, they will take care of it. I did have a problem, and I do have a problem right now. This detent was leaking, and I contacted him. He contacted Hud-Son. They sent me a brand new part, and I installed it. Done. Now this one's leaking just a little bit out of under here. We've been running this machine for a few hours out here, so it looks dirtier. It's dirty, but I contacted him last week about it, and he said get me some pictures. He's going to send it to Hud-Son, and Hud-Son will send me a brand new part. So I've already dealt with their warranty. You send them pictures and they line you up, so it works out. I mean, it's perfect, man. It works out well. All right, so that's it. She's rinsed off and get put back in the garage. So a couple added things that I would like to see on this machine is this right here, a little bit bigger for added rigidity, and a thicker wedge. Sorry, it's windy, it's cold, and I think there's a storm coming. So on that, sometimes you'll see this thing, it'll start to move to bow, and it press, you know, just some of that wood when you're putting it through there. That's one thing that could be beneficial. Another thing, I understand the table grate is the way it is. It is what it is. If it was a little bit wider, it would be nice. I'm talking about like this. If it like 45'd out and came out to where you had a little bit more of a space to sort wood as the big pieces when they're coming through the chute and they fall onto the table. If you got a big piece, you know, and it splits in half, you got to roll it over. Anyways, just a little bit more room would just out 45. Another, I don't know, a foot off of each side would be great. I know that's a little bit of a problem over there, but anyways, it can be done. And the log lift, when you haul it, it has a pin, or you can put a bolt right here, and it goes over here, and there's a metal bracket that goes across and supports it. So when you're moving it around, it doesn't, but it still jiggles around. I actually put a tie strap around this to where it holds it real tight. And it would be nice if, I understand that this can't be taken off so quick. It can, but then you have to support the hydraulic ram. But if this was detachable, and then you would only have a little tiny bit hanging off, it wouldn't bounce around so much. In my other video, I said I was gonna make a review video, and here it is. You've seen the machine up close. I did the walk around, fired it up, split some wood, and that's it. It is what it is. I enjoy the splitter. It made our job easier, and it made processing wood that much faster. All right, guys, once again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Appreciate you, thanks.